So morning, another day of scooping up the path. Let me show you the fun antics at the end of the plot though. Look at this digger and look at the holes they've made. They are trying to find the stop tap, not next to that water butt, but the one that supplies the site, and they can't find it at all. They think it might have been covered over by tarmac. They've left the gate open for 2 hours. They're not working, the van's not even outside the front. So I don't like the fact that they're leaving it wide open and anybody could walk in. So I'm going to lock it now. And when they get back from maybe their lunch, they can unlock it. So they came back, so I've had to leave it open. Really don't like it being left open. Oh well, they better get on with the job, because I don't want to be leaving the site whilst it's unattended and left open. A rare bit of sunshine today. It's lovely, but looking at the clouds, it won't last more than 5 minutes. This work is slow, but at least it's not freezing. There it goes. Oh well, it was nice while it lasted. So that's that bed covered, filled up with the soil. Now I can plant the strawberries. This is where I took the soil from, all the way up to that paving slab at the pond bed. And this is what this bed looks like now. I've very carefully tucked it around the leeks, garlic. I've tucked it around the garlic. So now there's a reasonable amount, even if it settles. So I can plant the strawberry plants out in here now. Here's the strawberry plants laid out. There's 14 in each row. So that's about 42, I think. Now to plant them out. So this is the strawberry that's going to go in, and look at the roots. It's well ready to be put into the ground. It should survive nicely. I'm tipping it out. Look at those lovely roots. You put it in the hole. And then you just tuck the soil around it. And that's it. That's how you plant the strawberry out. I'll come back to you once I've done all of these. It may take a while. Now, I know this is an early strawberry called Tenera, but really, it's not even the end of January. We're not even into February yet. I think this poor strawberry is a bit too early. Well, I'm happy with that bed. Next, I need to cut back, not totally cut back the strawberries, but cut off the dead leaves, just to tidy it up. That's my original strawberry patch, and my allotment strawberries that I don't know the type they are. Okay, so how do you tackle a strawberry bed like this? Well, what you do, let me swap hands, is you just follow these brown leaves, brown stems, back to the plant and snip it. Anything that's brown, just cut out. So a leaf like this. And eventually, it'll look like that. Now, I'm not one of these people that cuts off the runners. I just let the runners go, and because I planted these strawberries in 3 distinct rows. Anything that's not that I know is a runner, but I don't mind letting it grow. I'll sort it out in 2 or 3 years' time again. So I don't cut off the runners, I just let them, root themselves. So just follow these brown things, they're the runners, back to the parent plant and cut them off. So yes, it takes a while, but it's more healthy for the plant. It doesn't have a lot of rotting, browning leaves around the base. So it's worth the effort. Now if you come across a little bit like this, even if it's loose, if you can see that's the roots, all you need to do is just make a little hole, shove it in, give it a squeeze, and it should survive. Of course you could pot it up, but I can't be bothered with that. Finally, blue sky. Now that's that bed all weeded. You can see the pile just beyond the bed. Let me come round. That is what I cut off. That can go in the compost bin. But imagine if you leave all that when the fruit is forming, you're a lot more likely to get slugs. So it looks a lot neater, a lot more healthy for the plant. Well, after 4 hours of bending over, so sitting on that crate and doing the path, and then both the strawberry beds, my back's killing me, so I'm off home. The sun's gone in and the sun's going down anyway, so it's getting cold. So keep safe, keep gardening, keep happy. Bye. These daffodils are a step closer. They're budding, but they're not flowering yet. I reckon maybe next week they might actually bloom. We'll see what the weather holds. These worms do not like me disturbing the soil. When I'm pulling the grass and the weeds up, it really does make more of these worms come up to the surface. So that's the garlic bed weeded. I had to use my long wolf tool for the other side because the blue barrel on the glass is in the way of me weeding the far side, but I was able to get to it just about. I'm glad that's done. It looks better. Well, that's me done for today. I've done a bit more on the path, shifting the soil. So there's in that tub, and then there's one flexi tub down here in this bit of the path. I moved the slabs up, so I've done about 4 slabs, maybe 5 of the bark chippings into the beds. When I say bark chippings, I mean rotted, half of it's soil. So I've managed to tip some wet weeds into my legs. I was trying to up-tip them and get the water that was in the pot to, go with the weeds, but some of it got my jeans. About 5 minutes before that, I was up the clay muddy end and I managed to lose a welly. Well, my foot came out and then stood in the mud without the welly. Not nice getting a damp, wet sock. Yeah, and obviously within a few minutes of being here I was getting muddy, but so I think I should have worn waterproofs today. Oh well. So that is all the weeds pulled up to the end. Well, the piles of weeds. I've pruned, everything's pruned, tied back, weeded, mulched, etc. All I need to do is build the greenhouse or poly house thing at the end when the weather permits, and the moving all the bark chippings of this path that goes up the middle of my plot. That is all I need to do. You might go, well, that's all, but actually the path, to get it properly done, to move all the bark chippings into the beds, then move the slabs, pull up the plastic, level off the ground, put the plastic back down and lay the slabs back down. That is actually a lot of work. So it's a good job I've caught up on everything else on the plot, because hopefully the path might actually get done before it gets really busy with planting. We'll see. It depends on how the weather is. What big jobs have you got?